Let's get it rolling. All right, we're rolling. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Welcome back to another episode of the famed music podcast, I Quit My Band, available every single week. Well, it's available all the time, but we shoot every single week.
Yes, we do.
Keeping you up to date on the best and the worst new music out there. My name's Nate.
I'm JJ.
I'm Evan.
Today we got another regular episode. We've compiled another list of new songs that came out within the past couple weeks. Some that we liked, some that we didn't like. A lot this week
that we did not like.
And they're from like superstars, which is my favorite part of this.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I feel like this episode could just be called elder abuse with what's about to happen.
I mean, it's wild for these guys, for how big they are, the fame that they have to release the stuff that they are, this renaissance that they're having, which is like, it's crazy, dude.
Shows you how truly unhinged fame can be. You know, where you're just like, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, once you get to that age,
who cares?
Like, yeah.
Like, literally, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we also got some hometown heroes on this playlist,
there we go.
which I like. One for the thumb.
One for the thumb.
Yeah, we got some Pittsburgh favorites in here.
Right.
We're going to shed some light on the community that we're from.
We're from
that
Pittsburgh.
we're part of. We're going to show support.
Yeah, because a lot of
We're
our
going to support local music.
Yeah.
Hashtag support local music.
a lot of our friends are blown up right now, leaving us in the dust.
Yeah.
We abandoned music just as like Pittsburgh
I was
turned.
like, I'm going to quit my band because, you know, that's the smartest thing to do. And everyone's like, Pittsburgh's blowing up right now. If you're in a band, you're in a good spot.
Watch
All
Podcasts
eyes are on Pittsburgh.
dead.
Podcasts out. Music in.
Dude, making the wrong moves
Yep.
It's like
continually.
I texted you about that, like, I'm losing my edge, the LCD sound system song.
Yeah.
It's like, I sold my guitars and bought podcasting equipment. I sold my podcasting equipment and bought guitars.
That's exactly
We'll
what
be back in
we
a year
did.
with an album.
Yeah. Well,
We're going to make the,
And then we'll review it once we revive the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
this piece of shit.
in a year, we'll just be like, that was such a bad idea.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did we do that? Because podcasting's back.
It's back.
Yeah. All right, well,
yeah.
let's just get into
Let's
it.
dive.
What do you think?
Yeah,
You
let's
guys
go.
ready to go?
What do we
I'm
got?
ready, dude.
Yeah!
Yeah.
All
let's
right,
get
that
into
felt
it.
good.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Clipping so hard.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
First song on the playlist is I'm Alice by Alice Cooper.
Yeah. I added this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Master of Madness, the Sultan of Surprise. He's back with a fresh new track.
Dude. Just listen to those vocals.
Yeah, the vocal delivery definitely leaves a lot to be desired. He sounds like a guy. Like, just give a sec of it.
Yeah.
All right, wait.
mean,
for a
takes-
second, it takes more than a mask to take whatever.
To make more than a thrill.
It sounds. I listened to it 4 times. It sounds like it sounds like masturbate. It takes more than to masturbate to whatever.
That would be cool if he said that. But
would
the
be.
coolest
Mass
line
to make
is,
sounds like masturbate.
with a dagger and a cane and a silk top hat.
I'm Alice.
I'm Alice.
About 50 years into his career, he's
Yeah.
introducing you.
Here's
to
my
his
brand.
character.
He's rebranding as himself. Which is the best.
Remember me?
It's kind of like when Undertaker went from American Badass back to
Yeah.
Undertaker.
But I mean, it was just like I saw Alice Cooper 3 years ago. It was just Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
I think he's just
Remember
out of
me?
ideas.
I ripped the head off of stuff on stage.
That was Ozzy.
No, he's done that. Like his whole act is like he has like giant animatronic shit.
Yeah, that's true. He does
Yeah.
have that.
I love his vocal delivery in this song. It sounds like he's a guy that is giving you riddles and you're on a quest.
Yeah.
It's like, get past me if you answer these
Yeah.
questions 3.
He's doing the bridge troll thing.
Yeah.
To me, he sounds like a guy that like he will check you into the haunted house
Yeah.
and be like,
The maitre d'.
That's $20. And then,
Yeah.
like, he'll put on a top hat and be like, follow me! And, like, he just has a complete, like, flip of personality.
Total 180.
Yeah.
Once he's using like the point of sale system, he's
Yeah.
like, "Damn it, there's
Yeah.
an error,
Yeah.
and we're in. You
Yeah.
accepted.
When
Step
when
on
the
the
tour is
elevator."
over, he's like, "You've survived!" And then you come out and you're back in the lobby, and he's like, "All right, if you could leave a review on our website."
If you could go on Yelp, every little bit helps. Yeah, and this is from an,
God damn, that's so good.
it's from his new album called Road, and I looked up why it's called
It's
Road.
called Road.
It's because he recorded it with his touring musicians.
Oh.
So he called it Road.
Road.
Wow.
Which, as a concept
Sick.
for an album, who gives a shit if they're your touring band? Like, his
Yeah.
touring band is good. I've seen him live.
I have my nephew playing on bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is the best part, though. He does, like, a little, like...
He is the Riddler.
He is.
The Master of Madness, the Sultan of Surprise.
I love it,
When
dude.
was he ever the Sultan of Surprise?
Since
That's like, when
right
did
now,
that
he's
happen?
rebranding as the
Riddle me
Sultan of-
this. Who's
I'm the
putting out
king of
shitty
surprise.
music?
Yeah. That's
Um,
so funny.
I saw him a couple years ago, and I'll say, much like when I went to go see Kiss, it was one of those things where I didn't think I would give a shit. 'cause
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna do. And then he comes out and he cuts his own head off. And
Yeah.
you're like,
I mean,
hell fucking
I would
yeah.
love to see Alice Cooper. I would say yes to anyone inviting me to an Alice Cooper show.
Did you go to the Deep Purple Edgar Winter Alice Cooper
I did.
trifecta?
Trifecta.
Dude,
That's
what
gotta
a
be
show
awesome.
that was.
That's gotta be
Because
awesome.
I saw the same show.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled out all the stops. He wears the same shit, but you can he's got some like blubber on him now because he's an older man, but he doesn't hide it. And he was way cooler than Deep Purple was at
Oh,
all. Not
by
even
far.
close. And
By
Deep
far.
Purple was like the headlining.
When was
thing.
this?
Deep
like-
Purple was rough.
Like
It-
2017, 2018
okay.
or something.
somewhere in there.
And
Yeah.
it was at Star Lake, and no one was there. The
No.
lawn was empty.
I bought lawn tickets, and they were like, "You're like 9 rows from the stage now," because there's nobody
There's no.
here.
Yeah, we've upgraded you to first class.
We've upgraded
the-
you
yeah.
to bass guitar.
That's Alice Cooper's Master of Surprise. He's like, surprise!
surprise.
You get to sit front row.
I hope you know how to play I'm 18 because our second guitarist did not show up.
He got sent to the hospital for a mysterious disease.
Syphilis.
He has like a 10-foot Frankenstein that comes
Yeah,
out
that's
and like
awesome.
walks around.
That's sick.
You know, if he has to cut a lousy album to justify going, spending
Yeah.
80 nights on the road cutting his
Yeah.
own head off, we're in it, dude.
It's just such a funny thing because like you hear so much about like because the bands we grew up listening to are getting to that point in time where like they're gonna start parodying themselves.
Yeah.
So like they talk about that a lot now.
Or they've already
But-
started.
Yeah, exactly. But like Alice Cooper is just really like there's nothing more parodying yourself than this song.
Yeah,
like
I'm Alice.
yeah, I'm Alice.
The only thing that you can write about now
It's
is the
yourself.
fact that you've been playing a cartoon
Yeah,
character for
yeah.
50 years.
I'm Alice.
I mean, Ozzy's kind of doing that, but I feel like Ozzy at least did it more gracefully, except
yeah.
not gracefully at all. Patient number 13, or whatever. It's, like, it's all about spookiness, dude.
Patient
Yeah,
number
it is-
69.
Yeah.
It is weird where like, the songs that made you into that character were like "School's Out for
Yeah.
Summer" and "I'm 18," like Teen Angst Ready.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you can't. Like, if you imagine
Well,
if you
yeah.
came out with "School's Out" at
Yeah,
age like
that'd be-
75, like
that'd be
what,
awesome.
like adult illiteracy class or something? Like, what the fuck are you going to school
Yeah,
for?
alcohol class.
So
is
yeah,
out.
it's like to filter like whatever that inspiration is down the line. The
Yeah.
last thing is like I'm gonna sing about my hat that I wear on stage.
We're singing about my silk hat, my gentleman's hat.
He gave me some like Mustaine vibes on this song, the way
Oh,
he
yeah.
sang.
yeah, a little bit.
Definitely
yeah,
some
his
Crypt
vocal
Keeper.
delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out I'm Alice.
I'm washed up.
If you haven't checked out I'm Alice yet, it's
Yeah,
a very
it's a
funny
good
song. Let's move on. Okay,
go.
here's a new one from a band called Feeble Little Horse. The song is called Slide. It's from their new album Girl with Fish that came out. It's been making waves. This band's from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Darlings.
We know these guys.
Yeah.
They're great.
8.4 on Pitchfork
Yeah,
or something. 8.2.
Feeble Little Horse has been a band that's been on, at our radar since like 2021 when they put out their first EP. I can't remember the name of it now.
Modern Tourism.
Yeah. And like the moment I heard that EP, I was like, "Damn, this is different. This is wild."
Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, they came out of the gate with like a very distinct sound.
Yeah.
That you don't hear, especially like any music in general, but for a local band,
Yeah.
that's who they were to us at the time, was
Right.
kind of like, oh shit.
And to kind of start your band too and release music still at a point where the world was still like, are there going to be live shows? Like, we're still not going to be able to go out and like be basically like a bedroom project almost.
And be so young.
And they're very young.
Yeah, they're in college when they started this stuff.
Yeah, and to kind of find the amount of success that they have had, it's like so cool, and they're so deserving of it, I think, too. Because like this, I mean, I liked their last album, Heyday, a lot. This album is a little bit more low key, I think, than Heyday. It's not as noisy, it's not as rough, but I think they do like that shoegaze mixed with indie, mixed with like fuzz really well on this album. This is my favorite one off the album, even though there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I feel like the album is a big step forward.
Yeah.
Just in like songwriting, production, because like Heyday's, I like Heyday a lot, but it's very noisy.
It's very noisy.
And this like finds a way to find like really pretty sounds and put them up against, like, you hear that like really like nice synth thing, and then just these walls of ugly fuzz. The songwriting, I think, is even better. I really like Lydia's voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's very low key, but she just has this, like, when I hear her voice, it immediately sounds like a record. Like, that's the best way that I can like describe it.
Yeah,
and
it's you don't hear that kind of vocal like pulled off live all the time very well. You know what I mean? So hearing it like this, it's like this is the way it's supposed to be.
Hell yeah. And her lyrics have gotten a lot better. There's a lyric on Steamroller that might be my favorite I've heard all year. Wet bed sheets, she bled from the pressure. Plastic Catholic priest, watch from the dresser.
Yeah,
I remember hearing that and just being like, God damn,
that is heavy.
Yeah. It's a fucking great
That's a
line.
heavy fucking lyric.
And like Heyday had some like more like twee elements and stuff.
Yeah.
And this one definitely feels like more mature.
Yeah, I think so too. They can write in all the noise and all of like the little genres that they're piling into that are kind of more obscure. They can still write a fucking hook.
Oh yeah,
like Pocket is such a cool fucking hook.
Yeah,
like that little like I got you in my pocket. Yeah, yeah, I love this album.
It's cool to see success like this hit kind of close to home for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like Jake, the drummer, is a very close buddy of mine, and like I literally his number's in my phone, which is funny. And we text sometimes, and I remember him showing me little snippets of this album on like a ride back from a gig that he came with me to, and now it's like, oh, Fantano's reviewing that now.
It's wild.
Wearing the yellow shirt.
He pull the yellow flannel.
Yeah,
for this
that's
album,
pretty nuts.
It was so cool.
When I saw the thumbnail, even before I watched it, I was like, they've arrived.
I know.
Yeah.
And Jake is the nicest kid of all time.
Nice.
Literally like a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like I never, people in music are pretty cool, but I remember like everybody that I know that's met Jake, it's just like, he's a sweetheart.
He's been crowned as Pittsburgh's sweetheart.
He has many
Multiple times. Yeah.
And I don't mean to brag or anything, but I think I did give Feeble Little Horse their first ever review of Modern Tourism on the Steel City Death Club blog.
Nice.
Because Jake he sent it to me over like Snapchat Messenger. He was like, "Can you review this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's my new band," and I was like, "All right." And I checked it out, and I think I sent it to you like immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, listen to this shit. This is fucking awesome."
Damn.
Yeah.
And not to brag, but my band played their first show.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Damn,
it
that
was like,
basement show.
yeah, one of the coolest shows I've ever played, and it's really cool to see like after 2 years, it's like, you know, we both played that show together. They're like, you know, getting written up by Pitchfork, and now I sell pitchforks at a tractor supply house. So
Yeah, just that
just
level
kind
of,
of
I mean,
you go different paths with music,
but
sometimes.
still success.
Exactly. I just got Employee of the Month. I feel pretty good.
I
about
mean,
what
success comes in different forms,
Yeah, it
man.
does.
You know.
Someday you'll be able to afford that car with the Turner's iced tea logo.
Yeah,
on it.
Exactly.
absolutely.
Once I get that $900.
Yeah.
Burning a hole in your pocket, boy.
On your pocket, boy. Yeah, but this is Slide. Go check out Girl with Fish. Go check out Feeble Little Horse. They're great. Let's move on.
It's kicking my ass.
Kicking my ass. Here's a JJ pick for you. You remember which one this was?
Nope.
It's
Is it the Doja Cat song?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Attention by Doja Cat.
I've had a weird.
We had to delay this
We
playlist.
had
We
to
did.
delay.
Yeah.
This is the new tune from Doja Cat, and I picked it originally thinking, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be kind of stupid probably, and then ended up really enjoying like the bars that she throws down. And when I did some research, I didn't realize what was going on with her. Like, she kind of like denounced her prior discography, saying, I was selling out, and now I'm gonna make shit that I want to make.
So awesome.
This being shit that she wants to make,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And I really respect that move. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's even better is how she did it. It wasn't just like, hey, I was making music that I didn't feel personally attached to. I'm going to go a different direction. It was, if you liked my old music, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Which is a much cooler way to go about denouncing your...
She is such a champion of the podcast.
Yeah, she is.
If there's one
She
person
is.
that we love, it's that.
Yeah.
She
It's-
said
if you do that,
she called her prior rap verses, quote, mid and corny.
Yeah.
And labeled her last 2 albums as mediocre pop and a cash
a
grab.
cash grab.
Hell yeah,
Dude.
Hell yeah.
She got the bag. She did it on purpose. She made fun of her fans for liking it, and now is putting out like fucking a great rap music.
Yeah.
I loved the song immediately.
Yeah. Me too.
Like the first time I heard it, I was just like, "Holy shit!"
Well, I just saw Doja Cat. I'm like, that's a popular person. I remember her one song from Won't You Kiss Me More?
Yeah.
From TikTok
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. And I'm like, okay, this might be on that level or viral or something. It's just sick.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is a great.
That's
fucking
all.
song.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a Doja Cat song, at least that I'm aware of.
I know
Yeah.
one song.
And, you know, being able to come to the music after she insulted her fans, I'm like, look, I'm
Yeah.
in, dude.
Yeah.
That was such a brilliant day.
That's what she wants to do.
online. I saw that and I was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing."
What a fucking crazy move. Just insult your existing fan base.
You're all stupid.
It's so cool. But yeah, I mean, this song, I like it a lot. I mean, her rap, her flows are great.
I
She
like those
sounds
sudden
cold.
pauses. Like, look at
Yeah.
me, look at me. Nothing.
Yeah.
Boom.
Her lyrics are great. Flow is really cool. I think we talked about not liking the chorus as much, but I think it kind of just grew on me. I'm really into this song. I like it a lot.
Yeah, the more I heard, like when I first heard the chorus, it was like a little too like falsetto, but I do like the 2 flavors, like this really
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
just
it-
mean.
It splits it up pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
anything
like
else?
this song.
Yeah.
I like what she's doing.
You guys want to move on?
Sure.
That's Attention by Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I put this one on.
Actually, I think I did, but
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. I put on another one.
Yeah.
Never mind. I got them mixed up.
this is Sun-Dried Tomatoes by Silver Car Crash. We originally, when we started this podcast, it was no Pittsburgh music was the rule. But
Yeah.
too much sick shit came out
Yeah.
in the course of like a month. That
Literally this month.
Our
Yeah.
next podcast will be reviewing my whole album. These 2 just sit and jerk me off. That's the plan.
That's, yeah,
That-
okay.
yeah, that's definitely the plan.
Mount Replica of Man out July 7th.
Oh god.
You opened up the floodgates, dude.
Sure.
Continue.
Silver Car Crash has been my favorite Pittsburgh band for a long time. And they haven't put out anything for, I think, close to 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2018.
Was
their last
Resource
album.
Body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years.
And yeah, I love their sound. They have like a very like early indie post-punk sound, and great players. And this song specifically, I've been waiting to hear for years. Like we heard them play this for the first time in a basement in Oakland.
Yeah.
And like immediately we're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck was that?
Yeah. I remember that night. We just went to that basement. We're like, oh, they're playing. They haven't played in a while. And then they played like mostly new shit that they had never played before. And this was probably like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. And yeah, they played this one. And after they played, we were just like, what was that funky one?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
To the point where over that 2 to 3 years, every time that I saw one of the members of that band, I would be like, when are you putting out that funky song? To the point where they were probably like, dude, shut the fuck up.
We're actually going to cut it. Yeah, I was expecting that.
We were all hot on it until we saw how much you nerded out.
How happy it made you.
Kind of made us cringe.
That guy has bad taste. So maybe that's not
That guy
the
sells
smartest.
pitchforks for a living.
And he's
That's not who
bald.
we're making
That
music
guy sells
for.
pitchforks for a living and then says he works for Pitchfork.
Yeah, I work for Pitchfork.
I work for Pitchfork.
Yeah. I mean, Gordon Tractor Supply, but in the Pitchfork
the
section.
Pitchfork division.
So their new record is Shattered Shine. It just came out a couple weeks ago. You did a write-up on
I did a
Alternative.
write-up on it in the Alternative. Go check it out. I got to talk to him, too. But yeah, it's the first record in 5 years. It's a great fucking album.
It really is.
It has great singles on it. This is one of them.
Crime is awesome.
Crime is great. Pleasure Zone is great. There's a couple. I can't think of all.
They
of
were
them.
always the mysterious band in the city because
So
they
much mystique.
never had Instagram
That's
or
my
any
favorite part
socials.
about
Yeah.
them.
They just did probably for this album, if I
Yeah.
had to guess, like, because they're a Crafted Sounds band. Shout out Connor, I guess, for doing that. Connor's the man, and yeah, it's good stuff. Also, this album was recorded by Nate Campisi, a guy that I love very much and know him personally, and he makes really good sounding shit.
Yeah, he really captured their like raw tone, but on this record really well. But yeah, the mystique of this band has always been hilarious. Like they never had Facebook, Instagram. There was no way to get a hold of them.
No.
Yet their legend did just loom large for 5 years. It was just like, when is Silver Car Crash coming
They have
back?
like a flex that like no other Pittsburgh band
my
had at
God.
the time. Like, we can draw a crowd in just with our name being on a poster that
Yeah.
everyone else posts.
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
and they show up.
Remember we went to go see them
brilliant.
at like Thunderbird like a couple years ago,
Oh,
and like they hadn't played in a long time, and there was so many fucking people.
It was
It was
and
crazy.
they played incredibly.
Yeah, they were fucking great, man.
And even on stage, they were like, "This is the biggest stage we've ever played in the most like professional place," and they just crushed it.
Yeah.
So shout out Silver Car Crash, one of our favorites of Pittsburgh, one of the best bands in Pittsburgh. Check out their new album, Shattered Shine.
Let's keep going.
Here's one of my songs I put on. This is Lighthouse by.
What a
This is
transition.
Lighthouse. This is Lighthouse by Guns N' Roses bassist Duff McKagan, who was a hero of mine as a 7-year-old boy. But now,
Is he not anymore?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
Why not anymore?
Yeah, dude.
fell
Velvet
out-
Revolver.
After
dude.
Velvet Revolver,
Fell out of love with Duff.
This song is what to say about this one. It's shocking.
He's doing his best Steven Tyler impression, I would say, in a way.
I think it's even more Axl. Like that, like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Maybe.
I didn't really pick up on either of
Those
those.
high-pitched harmonies that come in are very like, I'm the one that jaded you, like that. that kind.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I mean, when I heard this, I was just kind of shocked at the structure and just the songwriting here, and really just how like amateur it feels. Like I don't want to like just really fucking dig in here,
Yeah.
but like you kind of can if you want to.
Yeah, because
it
the
reminds
opening is
me-
just like 3-4 chords.
Yeah.
Like
Strum
played
once.
when-
Yeah.
It's and it reminds me a lot of Phoebe from Friends playing in the coffee shop.
Smelly Cat.
Like, she has like 3 chords that she kind of knows, some like bullshit lyrics about like lighthouses and whatever, and then just the rest of
Says
the
it.
song is Lighthouse.
Shine.
Yeah, they're just like, Phoebe from Friends. We're gonna give you $5,000 to record this song, in a professional studio with a band, and this is what would happen.
This guy took part in writing "Welcome to the Jungle."
Sweet Child of Mine.
You name it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is wild. I mean, listening to the first time when we hit this part of the song, I didn't expect it to just be the rest of the song.
It's the rest of the song.
And it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
He just had 2 parts.
I know.
And he was like, that's enough.
That's enough.
They're going to sit together. And, the drums sound insane. There's there's like a delay or something on the snare, and it just sounds like he's like hitting a cardboard box.
Yeah.
It is just wild, dude. I mean, like, these guys, they're just like, I got a great song.
You think that's the formula?
I think so.
Well, I was
it's
reading.
Just whatever.
He said that like he just got to build his own studio. So now he's able to explore old stuff that he had like written before, like you know.
I mean, he has other songs that are like exactly like this.
Stuff is
that
like
he's been putting out. It's amazing to see what like old Guns N' Roses band members do. I came across Gilby Clark, a solo album that he put on, like that he put out, like I think it might have been. It was a long time ago, maybe like 2011. We should do a deep dive on that one, dude, because that was insane.
It's only right.
It's so wild.
And what the thing I love about Guns N' Roses is almost everybody in the band's first name sounds like one of the enemies in Streets of Rage. Duff,
Gilby,
Axel, Gilby, Izzy,
Slash,
a Twisted Metal character.
Like it sounds like the roster on Twisted Metal.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was Steven Adler, the drummer.
That's why he had to go.
Steven,
get out.
You change your name or get out.
One syllable or nothing. Get out.
You're either going to be Skid or you're gone.
You have to be Scratch. You think it's Skid or Scratch?
Or Gash.
Yeah.
Skid Adler.
Skid. Oh,
I'm the Skid Adler. I leave places.
I leave bands for having addiction problems.
I just left my band.
Skid Adler.
Skid.
Yeah, I mean, Guns N' Roses. Like, I just saw a video of them playing the other day. It was when Dave Grohl joined them on stage for Paradise City at Glastonbury, like this past weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Did you
One
see the
of
video?
Dave Grohl's 75 performances.
Yeah,
at
apparently he
Glastonbury.
played in like everyone's set.
Yeah.
Which is so annoying. It's just like fucking Where's Waldo, you know? There he is!
It's Dave.
Yeah, he was playing with Guns N' Roses. They're playing Paradise City, and I mean, Axl could not sound worse. And people, we've been over it.
Yeah.
We've talked about it so much, but it's worse than you could even remember.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It gets worse every time I see a new video of it.
And they're playing the biggest shows
ever.
any rock band.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess nostalgia is just a hell of a drug. Like you see Slash and Axl together, and you're like, this is exactly the same as it was.
And I'm so guilty of that too.
we go?
Yeah. Yeah. People in the crowd are just like, play Lighthouse. We want to hear Duff's shit. He's just like, that guy. Get him back here.
I like
Duff's brother.
Play Lighthouse. His brother's name is Scruff.
Yeah,
Scruff
it's
McKagan.
Scruff.
Yeah.
I like the idea that Evan brought up that I didn't know that like they're one of you guys did. This is shit from like the archives, because he's like, they're like sitting around like having a thick tank, and he's like, dude, what about we tried Lighthouse?
Yeah. Remember
And they're like,
Lighthouse?
"Hell
And everyone's
yes."
Yeah, you do.
That's a good one, Duff. We love that one.
Yeah, bring back Lighthouse.
Yeah, let's just move on. How about that?
Ooh. Here we go.
Here's a JJ pick.
This is the Wiz Khalifa song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the latest release off Wiz Khalifa's new album, Sia. It's a song called Swoll Life. Another Pittsburgh guy, just repping Pittsburgh all over the
Pittsburgh
place.
boy played at my brother's prom.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No
back in the day.
way.
Yeah, everyone like it was when he was like kind of blowing up, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we got Wiz." Like it wasn't a big deal back then.
Dude, that's
just
awesome.
fucking Wiz. Yeah,
I didn't realize how popular he was.
I
too.
didn't
I
either.
didn't either. Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
he has,
Black
like-
and Yellow.
Yeah.
But he has like songs with billion plays on
Oh
it.
yeah.
I mean, I think we I thought I was guilty of looking at him through the like Pittsburgh colored glasses of like, oh yeah, I mean, come on, like I don't know where he stands with like Mac Miller in terms of popularity.
Yeah, I don't know.
But regardless, to me, these are some of the weakest bars I've heard.
Yeah, I
from
didn't
like
like
a
this one, I'll
popular
be
rapper
honest.
in like a
Yeah, I
long
liked
time.
it.
You liked
Did you?
it?
I mean, it's like pretty down the middle, just like braggadocious bars, which
Yeah.
I'm into. I just like Wiz.
I like
yeah.
Wiz a lot.
He does
yeah.
jujitsu.
Oh,
does
does
he?
Yeah, he
Nice.
trains with the Machado brothers.
Oh, yeah.
And he signed up to. He's gonna compete in a jujitsu match.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
for,
cool.
for this organization called High Rollers.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Joint venture.
Sure.
It is that though. It's like there's like guys just get stoned and
Yeah.
then fight each other.
I
We got a
think
joint
getting
venture
stoned
going.
is a trend, because I have a friend who does jujitsu, and getting stoned is just like an avid thing in that community. It seems so.
big time.
I never knew that.
Yeah. There's times where I roll with guys that I'm just like, damn, dude.
Gotta perk up.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna be
seems like the-
slamming your ass in the
It
ground.
seems like the opposite thing you'd want. Is
Oh,
to,
yeah,
like,
I
when
don't-
someone's
I don't know how that
attacking you to
works.
like be like fried.
I don't
how that would work
understand
out.
how
Yeah,
guys do it.
whatever. But what I like, one of the things I like about this song, unironically, is like the end just goes forever.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like. About
I was
it.
waiting for it to like crossfade with something else. It doesn't.
But
was-
it does have like a nice little message at the end where he's like, "Hey, it's Wiz Khalifa. I'll see you later."
Does it say that?
yeah. It's like
It's like
the,
where is
the
that?
last like 5 seconds.
It's like the opposite of a producer tag. It's like the end
I mean,
part where he's like,
hold on. Does it come after this fade?
I
out?
think so. Give it a second.
Come on.
I want this.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man. And we still doing this thing. See ya.
That's my favorite part.
I don't know if I ever got that far.
They're just waiting for him to spit anything in those last 2 minutes, and then like when the song is over, that's just what he came up with.
He's like sitting there stroking his chin as the beat's playing. I got something.
Like he just
And
did
is Wiz Khalifa?
like he just did an
See.
Edgar Snyder commercial. He's like, "Hey, I'm Wiz
This
Khalifa.
is
Don't drink and drive."
Wiz Khalifa, man.
Wait,
Fuck.
play that one more time. Bring it back. We still doing this thing?
Fuck, man.
Fuck.
That's so fucking funny.
That
dude.
rocks.
And what's even better
Good
is like
catch, Evan.
it's not even.
Yeah, I didn't make it to that.
It's not the end of the record.
No, it's like song 11 out of 25.
Yeah. Wait, here we go.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man. And we still doing this thing. See ya.
That's awesome.
That's so
That's sick.
funny.
Just to
'Cause
have
there
that
literally isn't
Following-
words for
following
like
2
a minute
minutes
and a half.
Of instrumental.
Like I shut it off because I was listening to it at work, and I'm like, "Is this still going?"
It felt like a loop.
I was like,
could've
"They
gone.
haven't said anything in a while."
See, that's where you get the real gems. You
You gotta
let it
stay for
play.
the. That's why you gotta stay for the extra. You know,
Damn.
the end credits.
If
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah, that's
here,
like at the end of the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Like they give you a tease
Yeah,
for the next one.
That's the post-credit scene,
Wiz
dude.
Khalifa, man, you'll never believe who's gonna be on my next.
Aquaman.
It's fucking
we got Aquaman in the booth.
We got fucking Black Widow gonna be on the next one.
Black Adam. Hanging
Yeah,
out.
we got Superman gonna be on the next. You're not gonna want to miss it, dude. That's so funny. That's so funny.
we got Duff McKagan on the
Wiz
next
Khalifa,
record, dude.
man.
Performing
All
Lighthouse.
That's Swoll Life from Wiz Khalifa.
Khalifa.
Just wait till the
Whoa.
end with that one.
Wait.
But go check it out. Here's
Whoa.
another one from Evan.
Oh yeah. This is Bygones.
You've been waiting to talk about this one for
Whew.
2 weeks, dude.
Yeah, it's a great song. By Dolly Parton and Rob Halford, featuring Nikki Sixx and John 5.
Yep.
Yeah, it's off her new rock album that she's already started promoting. It doesn't come out till like November or something
Oh,
like
really?
that.
Fuck.
But it's her first rock album,
Mm-hmm.
so this is our first taste of it, and it sucks. It's like, I mean, it sounds like Phantom of like the Opera,
Yeah.
like some Meatloaf
Yeah.
level
With like
shit.
an obviously old lady voice.
Oh, you know,
And
they're both.
old man.
Yeah, they're,
Halford sounded pretty rough.
they're both
Yeah.
900
Yeah.
years old
Ugh.
And Halford still got it too. Like,
until the end.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the new Judas Priest record is like,
Yeah.
he can fucking still scream. He sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're both people who have done great work.
So sorry.
Yeah, and the subject matter of this song is funny too. It's
I know.
like, I fucked up, but can we just get over
Let's
it?
just leave it be.
Yeah,
All right.
I kind of said I was sorry.
Yeah.
Let
let
me go.
Let's let bygones be bygones. Yeah, it's so funny how people are like, Dolly Parton can do no wrong, and she's like, wait a minute, I got something for you. This song. And I'm gonna put Kid Rock on my new album.
Oh
too.
my God, is he on it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I
oh
looked at
my
the track
God.
listing for it, and it was like fucking days after the Bud Light thing. And it was like, here's the features for Dolly Parton's new album. It was like Kid Rock, and I was like, oh God,
That's rough.
just taking a double dip. In,
It's the
An
collab.
L.
It's
Yeah.
like the collab no one wanted,
I know.
but we got it.
Yeah,
Priest meets working 9 to 5. Yeah. What do
Yeah,
we
and it's
get?
like if you're gonna do your first rock album, you name it Rockstar.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Rockstar.
it's just gonna be the same Hard Rock Cafe level
Yeah.
understanding
Yeah.
of what rock and roll is, bringing in people to do
Yeah.
whatever this cheesy ass song
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cheesy. I mean, where this compares to like a song that would have been released in like the 80s hair metal wave, like back in like 85, like, do you think it would have been okay
No.
back then?
No, it's too
Yeah.
theatrical.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
literally sounds like a high school musical level. Like
Yeah.
they should. It sounds
the
like they're
two-
both like holding like Hamlet skulls.
The
Like,
two theater professors like, we wrote a song.
Bygones.
We want you guys to sing it, but we're gonna perform it for you first. And they just do some like awful thing in front of the whole school.
yeah, I mean, I could see them both like dancing around like up like a shitty
wielding a sword.
plywood
Yeah.
stage. Yeah, like she's up in like the window and he's down below on his knees.
I'm sorry.
God.
Yeah, and it's like, Rob Halford was on trial, because of that. What was that song? Better by You?
What?
I can't remember. I don't know if it was that one.
I think it was. It was something about like if it was like played backwards.
Oh, was it a play backwards one?
Yeah, like somebody said that like if you play the song backwards, it said "do it" and like. a
Oh,
guy
that's right.
Yeah.
It was the Do It one.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting it mixed up with the Ozzy one.
Yeah.
Because the Ozzy one was like a suicide song.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But this one was, yeah, you're right. It
Do
was
It.
like the Do It.
Well,
Yeah.
he should be on trial for this because I played
him
it
back.
forward, and I want to kill my family. Go to like the last like 10 seconds or 20
I
seconds.
want to kill my family.
I just want to hear. I don't know what Rob Halford's doing in this section. I don't. Is he like trying to do the old growl? And it's just
It's
like
just not working out.
he sounds like Cookie Monster
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is another song of like we found a word, and we know what
yeah.
it means.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's another category.
It is.
Where it's like, we have a word here. It's a cool word.
And
could-
the chorus is going to extrapolate
Yeah.
what the meaning is.
We
Yeah.
know what this
exactly.
means.
We know the word.
Yeah.
And it's a cool word.
So crazy guy definitions.
Yeah. Cool words.
We're all
Cool.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheeple,
The
horny guy.
horny guy. Yeah.
And we know a cool word.
Yeah.
We're gonna write a song about it.
If you're keeping tabs
Yeah.
at home, that's 5 categories now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Let's
good.
move on. That's Bygones with Dolly Parton and Rob Halford.
That's a good one.
We're going back to Pittsburgh here.
Hell yeah, baby.
We're going right back to Pittsburgh. Here's a song I put on by a Pittsburgh band called Gaadge. Another band that we know. I don't know them well, but
Another Crafted Sounds one.
another Crafted Sounds band. They're putting out a record sometime this year. I can't remember when, but this is the first single for it. It's called "Oh Wonder." I feel like this is kind of like the cleanest and tightest I've heard this band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I liked their last record they put out in like 2020 around there. It was called "Yeah?"
Yeah.
Question mark. It's called "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a
Got
lot
like
of
a guy
great.
like bunny hopping on the front.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
it's
that.
sick.
August 4th is when
August
the album
4th,
comes
yeah.
out.
Yeah, there was a lot of great singles off that record, and this one feels like that, but this one it sounds a little bit clearer. It sounds just like tighter. I like the vocal performance more here. I think
Big
it's
time.
Definitely an improvement. I like the guitar riff that runs through the entire song. Ethan's actually the drummer of this band.
What?
Yeah.
Was he not before?
No, he's always been the
He's
drummer.
always been the drummer.
Oh, you're right. I'm full of shit.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
thinking of one of his other
Barlow.
ones.
Or,
Barlow. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, I like the guitar riff that runs throughout this whole song.
So good.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Very catchy.
Yeah.
I love this song. It's like reminds me of like Granddaddy.
Yeah.
And Super Chunk.
Yeah.
Guided by Voices a good bit.
Mhm.
But just a minute 50.
I know,
catchy
it's so
as
short. Yeah.
Indie pop, and I agree. It's they still manage to do a lot of those, like especially on the first record, those shoegazy like with the whammy bar
The
guitars, and,
swirly guitar.
the swirly
Yeah.
guitar.
I don't know how to describe it.
Me
It's like,
Well, it's specifically Fender guitars
Yeah.
with those really long whammy bars where you can just
Yeah.
grab them and strum the
when
guitar.
I got a Jazz Master,
Yeah.
I just started doing that just to see how it sounds, and I was like, "Whoa, this is neat."
I
Then you-
immediately lost my whammy bar, so when I do it, I just like jam my hand against the
They're
fucking
pressing
guitar.
your fucking
You bought
hand.
that guitar and then quit music
Mhm, yeah,
2 weeks after
I
that.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in my garage.
Hell
It's
yeah.
deteriorating. Yeah.
But yeah, I love this. I would agree. I think it's I'm really interested to hear what the rest of the record sounds like.
Yeah,
'cause
me
it-
too.
You know, I think like the first record there was like a lot of like some experimentation with like sounds and stuff like that, and it'll be interesting to see like if they're going for just like more like dialed in, because you still get those elements of like the swirly guitars, but they're like more subtle
Yeah.
and straightforward. I'm
Yeah,
pumped.
it sounds a little bit sludgier. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
A little bit more thick.
These guys love Guided by Voices.
They do
A
love
lot.
Guided by Voices, and like
Love them.
The swirlies they love.
the swirlies and
MBV.
fucking
My Bloody Valentine.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Bob Mold and
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
like why can't
And
I think-
cassette
who's could
tapes.
do?
Yeah.
Who's
They,
could
they really like cassette tapes.
yeah. Yeah, they're fucking really like retro kind
Yeah.
of guys. Like they
Great guys, too.
Yeah, they're all great musicians and
Yeah.
put out they're
And have a
They're
million
another
bands.
they're another band that's made up of like 7 bands,
Yeah.
and all of them are
they're
sick.
all so
Where you're
good.
like, God damn.
You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Save some songs for the rest of
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Speaking of, did we talk about the recent happening in Pittsburgh music?
No,
God.
dude. I mean, JJ, I think you should take it away because it affects you the most.
God, like, well, I immediately dealt with this today. The practice space that many of us share in
I mean,
Pittsburgh.
I don't know many of. I mean, it's like everyone.
Everyone. I mean,
Every band
Yeah.
I know plays
Yeah.
that.
there's like 3 places for bands to practice in Pittsburgh and congregate, and it's been a place that I've spent 6 years at, you know, playing shows, keeping my stuff, practicing. I recorded many albums there. We did many videos there, and
Used to.
they're just closing the place down. Well, they're making it so that bands don't practice there anymore. So that's a gut punch to the Pittsburgh music
Yeah.
community.
It
I would
really
say
like when
it's
you were
fucked up.
when I was like doing the inventory in my head of all the Pittsburgh bands that
Yeah.
are in that place. I was just like, Jesus
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ.
I didn't think I would have such like a punch to the gut when I heard like this storage facility isn't allowing
Yeah.
bands to play there anymore. When you told me that, I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's not only like a place for people to play, but it was a place for people to just like walk through the halls and run into each other and say like,
Yep.
hey, what's up? Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like,
That's how I
mean,
met so many of these people.
Yeah, you meet so many people that way. Like collaborations happen that way. Bands are formed that way.
I think it's like looking at it now, and now that it looks like it's going to be gone, you know, Pittsburgh is having this moment in like the music space. No doubt that place was a huge part of it.
A
all
huge
3
part of it.
Like
lo-
the-
Yeah.
all
the-
3 local bands that we featured on this playlist practice in that
Yeah.
building.
I always think you could literally make like a documentary
Yeah.
Yeah.
about that building.
Yeah.
Because of how many bands. I mean, I'm pretty sure Code Orange was there.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
so.
correct.
And
And they're the biggest band.
yeah, they
that we
won like a
have.
Grammy.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, and you hear about like Silver Car Crash, Feeble Little Horse, Gaadge, the 3 bands that we went over. All of them also have side projects.
Yeah.
And many of the members have crossovers and like
that are all great.
yeah, all great.
Yeah.
And no doubt it's because you can just set a drum set somewhere and be like, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna have the room Tuesday. You can get it Wednesday.
Well, yeah. I mean, when
And make as much noise as you want.
I mean,
you
and
know.
even JJ too. Like JJ still, you're still in bands.
Yeah.
And like that's how you were able to be in as many projects that you were in, because like you
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have to do the
The
travel
shitty
and-
part.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
always had a place there.
Yeah, it
And,
facilitated a lot of that, and we don't have. Well, we're all left scrambling, and
Yeah.
not everyone is like, the word came out today,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
so there's not many resources out there for band guys to be able to afford either.
Yeah, I mean, especially in this area of Pittsburgh too, where like if you go to a house, you're inches
It's
away
fucked up.
from another house. There's not a ton of land.
My band has been a nomadic band for the past
Yeah.
2 weeks, and we just pissed off neighbors last night, so we're
Right,
gonna keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah, it's really fucking tough.
Piss
And you
off
know
some
who
other neighbors next week.
And you know who I blame it on? Fantano.
Fantano.
He put on that yellow flannel
He
for the
put a
Feeble
hex
Little
on
Horse,
us.
and he just put a big
It
fucking
just started going.
curse
Yeah.
all over
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's like, how about you buzz off?
Yeah,
we were getting along just fine without you, Melon.
The whole
Yeah.
time we're just like, hey, over here, and then he finally looks, and we're like, all right, dude,
All right, dude. Yeah.
you kind of fucked us. Okay, you made the landlords come and figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
in this special building we have.
This special building,
This fucking
which,
magical
if
building.
I'm being honest, maybe should be
No.
condemned.
yeah. And it was a
Walking
crackhead.
in
It was a
there.
crackhead that
That
ruined
ruined it
everything.
for
so
everyone, yeah. Dude,
Don't
we-
smoke crack is what we're really
Yeah.
saying here. Crack is
Um,
whack.
Yeah, it's a
Sucks.
fucking kick in the balls, dude.
It is.
I'll report back next time we record and give you a
Yeah, best of luck to all Pittsburgh
Update.
bands that have been practicing.
I'm sure
at
all of our
ABC.
subscribers are going to be just riveted by the news of what's going to happen to the storage
All,
facility.
all of our
Update.
subscribers are gonna be like, I just subscribed to this channel, and what the fuck are they talking about? Next? I thought they like
Do you think
reviewed
I
music.
give a shit about
Some
a
fucking storage facility in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was an integral part of the scene, dude.
So much magic.
Just like
We
toilet
spent
paper.
our years there.
They could do a whole documentary just
could-
about
yeah.
this place.
Yeah, I'm like fucking talking like it's. I'm like, dude, I can't even believe
It's fucked up.
Yeah. It's like, I subscribed to this channel because you reviewed the Queens of the Stone Age album the minute it was out.
Yeah,
I'm not want to hear you cry about some fucking place.
All right,
But seriously,
we're-
best of luck to all the bands that have
We're done
have-
talking about Pittsburgh
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
This
let's
is
move
the
on.
cutoff.
Here's a JJ pick.
This is a song called "Never Ending Moment" by Rocs. I think the
it's-
Day S
I
is
don't know.
silent.
I
I
thought
don't.
it was
I don't know.
Des
Um,
You're
I got
all
it-
fancy over here.
Day Rock.
Rocs.
This is a band that I got hip to through just like random discovery. They have a song called Wayne that I think is pretty cool, and this one is just another fits the category for me of just like, yeah, it's a good one. You know that it's not really a blow your socks off type song, but I like the band prior, and they're doing some cool, more different shit. Because Wayne is like a somewhat different tune than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got good production and cool vibes and good vocals too.
Yeah, I've heard of Des Rocs a long time ago, and I tried to get into them for a while because it's very just like rock, alt rock based. That and like when that's good, it's cool. I think.
Yeah.
When it's bad, it's like fuck. But when it's good, it can be great. And I
kinda
never
want-
usually liked it, but this song I enjoyed a lot.
They
want
want to be like Fleetwood Mac a little bit with this one.
I
A
got
little
The
bit.
Who in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like Pinball Wizard meets Won't Get Fooled Again.
Yeah.
And then this sounds like Heart to me.
Yeah, that's
It reminds me a little bit of the Cult.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, vocally for
Ian
sure.
Astbury from the
Yeah.
Cult. Yeah. And yeah, a little bit of the song. I mean, it has that kind of little she sells sanctuary.
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
I did find it funny. I was on their page because I've never heard of this band.
Yeah.
And it was like the playlist featured on, like the artist is featured on these
Yeah.
playlists. One was Beer and Wings, and the other was Walk Like a Badass.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean,
These are the best.
what
These are the.
farm do they grow these people on that listen to these
Was
listen
that-
to these playlists?
Was that a? What was
that was like the Spotify made ones.
And
Oh,
that was
Like
the
there's a
name?
guy on there that's like, I need you to curate the best songs.
Yeah, he
to
works
eat
for Spotify.
Beer and
Beer
wings.
and wings.
Yeah, I'm the
Walk
beer.
like a badass.
I'm the beer
Yeah.
and wings
Yeah.
specialist at Spotify. That's what it says on
We
LinkedIn.
should do a whole podcast just listening to the Walk Like a Badass playlist.
Yeah.
And
On
like test it
treadmills.
out.
Yeah.
Like we just put on headphones and walk
Yeah.
like this. And
Yeah.
be, on a scale of 1 to 10, I felt like a 6.8 of a badass.
I don't feel that badass, but I definitely could kick your ass.
I don't feel like Back in Black quite
Yeah.
when I listen to this one.
feel
but
more Des Rocs. I just think this song was
It's a
good,
good
though.
song.
I thought it was. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely a step up from like the regular kind of like
He's got a cool
radio
voice.
rock I was hearing from them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather listen to this than like Royal Blood. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's still part of it that like feels like pastiche. you
Yeah,
know?
definitely a little bit.
What does that mean?
Like you know, a big part of it is the aping of the 70s
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Sure.
You know,
I get down with that stuff, I think, more than you guys do, and so maybe that's why I was drawn to put this on the playlist.
I
but-
felt like it was done more tastefully here than
Yeah.
usual. Like
I would
feel,
agree.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of that stuff is like
Look, we
Right.
found bell bottoms.
yeah,
you know,
like
Yeah.
Rival
that kind of shit.
Sons and Greta Van Fleet
Yeah.
and things like that. Like this feels like a guy who is a very talented musician, just likes that era, but
Yeah.
still wants to be his own musician, his own type of artist. So,
Yeah.
I respect it. I like the song. Go check out Des Rocs.
No.
So you say no?
No, I said yeah.
Oh, there you go. No. Go check out Des Rocs. No.
No, don't do that.
Let's move on. This was kind of a bummer, but I put it on.
I love this song.
It's great. This is Rabbit from the new Youth Lagoon album. So Youth Lagoon is Trevor Powers. He stopped being Youth Lagoon for a while, and
like
is
8
he,
years,
is
right?
he
For a
to
while.
is he to Youth Lagoon like
he's like-
Kevin
yeah.
whatever to Tame Impala?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And as Youth Lagoon, he had a couple great songs. There's a song called Cannons that I love. It's like very fucking sad, but just really cool. And he stopped being Youth Lagoon to just go by Trevor Powers and make like ultra experimental shit for a while. And now he's back to being Youth Lagoon, and
I love that
really
piano
kind of
line.
like blowing the roof off the place with how good he can be when he's just writing fucking pop songs. Like I love the production on this. I love the instrumentation. His voice is really unique too.
This is a
Yeah.
guy singing?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was getting like hardcore like Regina Spektor vibes.
Yeah, I
from
mean
the
he
vocal
definitely
performance.
fits into that category.
What really distracted me from the song, enjoying the song, was like how kind of ASMR-ish the vocals are, because they're
Well-
like you can hear all the mouth sounds and like shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's something you just gotta get over, I think. With
Well,
this
as you
kind
know,
of
I'm a
stuff.
huge ASMR fan.
Right.
I've talked about it so much publicly.
Freaks me the fuck out.
Just
And I
watching-
shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Just watching
Ever.
people. I don't know,
Cut
what do
soap,
they do on
They
that?
cut
Just-
soap.
I only
I
only listen to one video.
They put
I-
shit around the microphone and like,
Yeah.
like
They don't do it. That's not.
That's
it.
the shit you listen to. Be honest.
I don't listen to the slurping shit. That's gross.
Yeah, he does.
Or the eating.
He does.
It's more like
he
they
listens.
just like
he
take,
watches
like,
mukbangs.
that's gross too. But it's more like they take like a fucking like tissue box and they're like roll it up. You know what I mean?
You're making
and
it
makes
sound
like a
really
crinkle
norm-
sound, and you're
Uh-huh.
just like I don't know. I just you can fall asleep to it.
How do you feel
know?
about it, Evan?
I mean, my ASMR is, you know, like people crashing their car, like
Yeah.
you know, like industry accidents and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's my kind of yeah, exactly.
yeah,
That's my
yeah,
fall asleep to.
Yeah.
No, I love this song. I remember hearing Cannon or Cannons like years ago. But never followed up and listened to any of the other Youth Lagoon stuff. And I saw this was getting great reviews, this album.
Heaven
And-
is a junkyard. Is what
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah.
And I love this song so much. That little piano lick right before the chorus, so good. The hypnotic, kind of catchy chorus.
Yeah.
I love the instrumentation. It's like kind of jazzy.
Yeah.
Like the piano with the very dry drum, upright bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Have you checked out the rest of the album?
I'm only about halfway through it, but like the other songs that I heard were a lot like this, very catchy, very easy on the ears, just like beautiful fucking music.
It is easy on the ears.
Which I love. I mean, I think this is great. Go check out Youth Lagoon and check out Trevor Powers. Like, he's a guy that I feel like people, like, you're making shit that's this good. I feel like more people should be talking about you.
Yeah, it's so tasteful.
It's very tasteful.
It's like the most inoffensive stuff.
Inoffensive in like
you could show this to anybody and they wouldn't be like, oh god.
Yeah, they'd be like, that was fucking good.
Yeah, I'm kind of relaxed.
Yeah, so go check out Heaven is a Junkyard by Youth Lagoon. Moving on. Here's a Jage pick for you.
This is I think this is my last pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a song called Scientists and Engineers by a rogues gallery of people, including Killer Mike. This is off of Killer Mike's album, but it features Andre 3000, Future, and Aaron Allen Kane. Pretty cool hip-hop song, I think. Andre 3000 sounds really cool on this song to me.
Good. It was good to hear Andre 3000 again.
Every like 2 years he comes back just to remind everybody that
like,
I'm still great.
I'm
so
sick.
Good. Yeah.
And I love that. Like, did you see Killer Mike like announced his solo album?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like has he never put out a solo record before? It's all just been Outkast. And
Yeah, I
features
think
and
pretty
stuff?
sure.
I think if you count the Love Below compared to Speaker Box, because they put out that double album that was like 2 solo albums put together. But I don't think so. I don't think he did.
I don't think he ever did.
Outkast was so fucking cool.
Oh,
The
yeah.
best.
They're so good.
But yeah, I dug this song. Although Future like really ruins it for me.
I
I
kinda felt
really
the same
can't.
way.
I
I
can't
love
stand
the Future verse.
I just don't like Future.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I just don't
can't
like
get
that
down with
style
him.
of rap.
I don't
music.
listen to him a lot,
Yeah.
but I really liked just the texture. Like, I love when...
Sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. I love when there's like a posse cut like this.
Yeah.
And each one does something different with the verse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have that like start-stop rhythm of Andre 3000 and then this kind of like vocoder auto-tune kind of
Yeah.
thing. And then it sets you up for just this relentless Killer Mike
Yeah.
verse where he just doesn't stop the whole
Yeah.
time. So I appreciated it in the context of the song.
Yeah, I think I'm just not like I like the song a lot. I think the production and everything is really cool, and the verses are good. It's not like that Future like sounds bad or anything on it. I'm just not that into like. For me, it kind of was like hearing these choppy verses or choppy lines from Andre 3000, and then having that like squish in the middle with Killer Mike. Like, Future kind of feels a little bit out of place for me. I don't know, but I just
Same.
have never listened to that much Future.
Future gets grouped into in my head with like the Blue Faces or whatever that guy, the BDD guy.
Yeah, I know what you
With
mean.
like the mumble rap and like obviously he's like or Fetty Wap or whoever the fuck those guys
Fetty
are.
Wap
Like
rules, dude.
yeah,
Wap was
whatever.
cool,
But yeah,
I do like Fetty Wap.
Hey, what's up, Polo?
That song is
Yeah.
so
That
good.
song kicks ass.
1738.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the song sans the Future part. I just don't think his rapping style really
Yeah.
does much for me. I just think that Killer Mike and Andre 3000 just have so much more cred to me as rappers.
Yeah. I was just more blown away by the Andre 3000. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Like just hearing his voice again. I was
And
like, hell yeah.
also, they tried to do a very to me, a very Kanye-ish thing with the choir coming in.
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
um,
for sure.
like Kanye did a lot of that on
Pablo.
The Life of Pablo. Yeah,
Yeah, this sounds like it could be off Life of Pablo.
easily.
I think Andre 3000 and No ID did the production, and it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's great.
And like how they kind of, there's no drums over Andre. There's like a little bit of like bass drum
Yeah.
under Future, and then they kind of save the like straightforward beat
Yeah.
when Killer Mike comes on.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this. I've heard the album is a bit of a mixed bag,
I haven't listened yet.
but I haven't listened.
There's
to
a
it
lot
yet.
of tracks on it.
Well, that's every album now.
Yeah.
Especially like rap albums. Like
That's
the,
Yeah, there's
true.
like 25 songs.
there's
Yeah.
25 on
Wiz.
Wiz.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
What
See
the
ya.
fuck.
Yeah.
It's called See Ya.
That's what Wiz's album is
Yeah.
called.
This one's called Michael.
Michael.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that Wiz Khalifa song called Say Yeah?
No.
It was so good. It was before
Whenever
he
Nate,
was huge.
whenever Nate gives you a dude.
It was before he was huge. damn.
Pre
did it
Black
rule.
and Yellow.
I used to just picture myself being at like a school dance, just fucking tearing it up to say yeah. Just like doing the dice move from Knocked Up because that's like the last movie I saw in 8th grade.
Yeah.
It's like I can't wait to do the dice move at the social to say yeah.
And request a song the DJ doesn't have.
You guys have "Say Yeah" by Wiz Khalifa? You're just like, who?
No.
What the fuck?
We're about to play Bon Jovi. Shut up.
Shut up.
All right, I think we got our last
Una
pairing
mas.
here from Evan. It's a pairing.
Yeah, sort of. The
yeah.
pairing was for you guys, just
Yeah,
in case
no,
you
yeah.
were unfamiliar with Charly Bliss.
I was.
The this is "You Don't Even Know Me Anymore" by Charly Bliss. This is their first single in like I think 4 years. I love this band's first album, Guppy, from I think it's 2017. And they had an EP before that called Soft Serve. Also love that. And then in 2019 they went like very pop. Like you guys heard Percolator, the song that I put on before this.
Yeah.
That was like their old sound, very grungy guitars. And then 2019 they put out Young Enough, which was pretty poppy, and I was like, I wonder which way they're gonna go.
Yeah.
And now they sound like Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was,
Pop.
this was wild.
Pop as fuck.
It is. I do like this song though.
It didn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about Charly Bliss. Like I knew they were a rock band, but I had never like listened to them really. So I was surprised to hear it, but like I didn't know if they did this kind of stuff all the time. So this song, hearing it, I was just like, yeah, it's whatever. It's just like a fucking, it's a band doing, just getting the bag. It's a band getting the bag.
But I was thinking about this. When you hear Percolator and you hear the stuff off Guppy,
Yeah.
they would almost fit better into mainstream pop if they were doing like the bubble grunge thing.
Now, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like pop music has caught up to where they were in 2017.
I know. That
And
is-
she has like Eva Hendricks, I think is her name. She has a crazy voice.
She has the kind of voice that would pair so well with like the Korn guitars.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing now. It's like
Yeah.
Poppy and Grimes and a few other people are making hyper pop music and then putting fucking like Korn Deftones guitars in there.
Yeah.
And making
Dive
it
bombs.
super heavy, and like that's what's like really fucking doing it for people these days. So they could kind of be heavier. and
Yeah,
get back
it feels
to
like
being
they've made a miscalculation.
They kinda
like,
did.
If you're
they,
listening,
Yeah.
like they chased
it a
pop at a
try.
time that like probably like it sounds like I think 2019 is that like right around when Emotion or that Carly Rae Jepsen album would have come out.
Probably the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they chased pop then, and now like pop is veered back. Now would be the time to come
I
back
know.
with guitars. And then when
Yeah.
I heard this, I was like, damn, because I don't hear guitars at all, and they have
Yeah,
like
there's nothing-
sick guitars.
Can we put on Percolator?
Yeah, put on
kinda-
Percolator.
Kind of show what this band was.
Like this could be an Olivia Rodrigo song.
Yeah. Because Olivia Rodrigo was doing guitars, right?
Yeah.
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 Like
Yeah. She
they-
like ripped off Paramore or whatever.
sort of like even more like her stuff even harkens back to like 90s shit. Like it kind of reminds me like Liz Phair at times and
Yeah.
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. I didn't really listen to that album that much.
But I miss this, dude. That's basically what I wanted to say with these two
I
songs.
miss
is I
It's
just
so
miss-
sad when a
What
band that you love
happened?
is just like, God, they had to do it. They did the thing that you shouldn't do.
Like this is to me, this is like what made them kind of like exceptional to me is her voice is that register.
Yeah.
And having like, heavy guitars and weird stuff, that's what gave them like an identity. When you go to just like the pop space, you're
Doesn't
probably
sound
not going to
unique anymore.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it better
Yeah.
than,
Yeah.
some producer that
And-
is getting paid millions of dollars to make these songs.
And if they would have just put like, they could incorporate grungy guitars like this doesn't even have to be super heavy into the new song that they have, and they could maybe do the same thing that pop stars are doing for metal. They could have done the same thing for grunge. But
What we're saying is put heavy
Missed.
guitars in your music.
Bring them back.
bring
It's
'em
cool.
back, dude. It's cool.
Sing however you want, but we
It's
just want
still
heavy
cool.
guitars.
I can't wait to just turn into like the Dave Grohl podcast thing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Like, bring back guitars.
When we're reviewing
Where-
I'm Alice, and we're like, there was a blunder because this is a like hidden gem classic.
This
Yeah.
is great. Okay.
But I do like the new song. I have to be honest. I think it is a good pop song. I just
thought you meant
miss-
the Alice Cooper song.
Oh no!
I do like the Alice Cooper.
I do. If,
all
all jokes
seriousness.
aside,
Remember
I'm
when
gonna
I
come
said
out
all
and
that
say-
horribly mean shit about him about
like
50
it.
minutes ago? It's
like
actually a great song.
Yeah, I mean the song. I should probably give it a couple more listens because I've never really listened to Charly Bliss. It didn't sound like a bad pop song to me. It just didn't do much for me. But what do you think, Jage?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, I like her voice a lot, but it seems like it fits. It would fit more in like a K-pop type space a little bit
it's
because
very
it's like
high.
Yeah.
very high. But I also really like this application. I enjoy much more than the newer.
Yeah, this
application.
fucking rocks. This
When the
is
drums
great.
come into the newer song, I like it, and I kind of wish they would remain
Yeah.
to like a
Yeah.
groove or something because they always they start and stop too many times, and
Yeah.
like my head stops nodding, and that's where they're losing me.
Bring back guitars.
Bring
dude.
back guitars.
Bring them back.
They're cool. You look cool holding them.
You do. They're
You
the
get to do
coolest.
this pose.
Yeah, you get to do that.
You can air a guitar.
You get to do what Jage just did.
You got strike a pose. Go ahead. Do it. Yeah, there it is. You go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing looks cooler than
Yeah,
that.
then
one.
just-
Thanks for playing along,
Yeah.
guys. I thought I was gonna be left in the lurch
Well,
on that one.
That is the episode. We're done.
We're done.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been I Quit My Band. As always, thank you for subscribing. Our subscribers are going up, fellas.
They
I mean, we're
are.
doing so good.
You look at the
yeah.
graph; it's going like
Yeah,
this.
our YouTube shorts are doing horrible.
Bad, very bad.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
The algorithm.
I think
crushed
as we
us.
get more comfortable, people are starting to not think we're funny. Where it's like we have the best bits now.
the
and
King
everyone-
Giz guys were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you're wrong about most things, but you're really funny."
Dude, the guys in the King Giz video, I was so happy. To
They're
see those
sweethearts.
comments.
Yeah,
They
they
were
are.
great. They were like
I don't expect anything less from that community. of
every
people.
comment was just like, I respect your opinion. You guys are funny. I like this show. But hold up.
But actually, Butterfly
totally
3001
That
wasn't
one,
an album.
that one dude brought receipts.
I
He's
know.
like, here's how fucking wrong your ass is.
Dude, I was so happy to get those comments.
Yeah.
I think like people don't understand.
We're
Like,
talking
if you
out of
come-
our ass
If you come
here.
at us with like a shitty thing to say, and that wasn't shitty.
No.
But if you do come at us with a shitty thing to say, I'm so fucking ecstatic.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I get to like talk to somebody. You know,
Mhm.
like we get to like do what the show's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And like create a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if the
And,
conversation is shut up.
Even the conversations,
dumbass.
you guys are wrong. But I liked, you know, seeing the.
Well, actually,
This
the
is
narrative
good.
is pretty
Yeah.
sick.
It's like, this is good, but you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I love that.
Yeah.
It's the best case scenario. It's great. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting.
For engaging.
We're feeling the love the past couple weeks. Go check out our reviews. We're doing a lot more reviews now. Go check out the regular episodes. Go check out our Patreon. We're doing themed episodes on there now. We're kind of laying low on that for
Sorta.
now, but they'll come. And yeah, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I think that's it. I never remember if there's another one. I think that's it.
That's it.
But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.